peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin, and I'm sitting right next to my boy, the Lateess.
And welcome to a whole new edition of Penguin of the Watt presents King Kong Review! Was that cool?
But blam. Alright peeps, we're going to talk about the movie King Kong.
King frickin' Kong.
Skull Island.
It was, yeah. Well, Kong, Skull Island.
Yeah.
Hashtag Kong, Skull Island.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's, first impressions. Or, maybe not even first impressions. Going into the movie, what did you expect? Did you have any expectations?
Well, again, I always go do a lot of stuff through trailers, which you should never do, by the way.
No, you should.
But, no, because some trailers sometimes make it...
Some are misleading.
Make them bad, sometimes they make
Some
them
trailers show you all the good stuff, all the meat and none of the potatoes, I guess.
Yeah.
Or all the meat and potatoes and they leave nothing but the shitty cooked carrots that nobody wants.
But going by the trailer alone, it looked really action-packed. Like, it looked great. Like, I was like, ooh, I kind of want to see this. Plus, added his excitement.
I'm a Kong whore.
Yeah. I seen, like, the first one. I saw, like, the Peter Jackson one, and I was like... Oh.
So by the first one, you mean, like, the 1933 one?
Yeah.
Classic black and white, and then 2005 Peter Jackson, of course. Jack Black, Colin Hanks. Okay, cool. I, too, had a wealth of excitement. And then we actually went and saw the film, and it was...
It was pretty good.
Pretty bossa nova.
Chevy Nova?
Huh? I make a funny.
Excellent!
Dude, this movie was indeed action-packed, as you had said. It was different than the previous films of the Kong region.
I'd have to say better. Just because, like, when I watched it, I was on my edge of the seat, like, the whole time. Like, I was involved in the movie the whole time. Like, it was a great, like, I was involved in the characters, and I'm like, and, spoilers?
Could be vague. But
one scene where they're first coming into the island itself, like, they're taking down everything. There's chaos all over the place.
You're talking about the helicopter scene from the trailer.
The helicopter scene was amazing.
If you know anything about the trailer, then you know there's some carnage.
And if you saw it, by the way, put in the comments below that you saw it.
Oh, there's going to be...
And let us know.
There's definitely going to be some comment interaction with this by the end of this video.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, action-packed, awesome. Yeah, there was some funniness. I did, however, expect at some point during the movie for Samuel L. Jackson to be like, I'm sick of this motherfucking ape on this motherfucking island, but it never happened.
Snakes on a plane.
Yeah, he didn't leave.
Nothing corny with Samuel L. in this movie. It actually was very, very good. And can we say the villain-esque?
Ooh, that's a spoiler. You don't really find out that he's kind of the bad guy, but
he kind of is.
But back to the Samuel L. Jackson typical thing. There was a moment when they're forcing through the storm that barriers the island, where you had like this classic Samuel L. Jackson monologue that was pretty dope. You're gonna have to rewatch. But it was dope. I was just like, here's that moment. Here's his moment, and it was. This is his moment, among other many more moments he had.
About the fire scene?
No, this was a scene in the helicopter going through the storm in the beginning.
Fire scene was good too. I thought that was a good Samuel L. moment too.
Yeah, there were a lot of good scenes, really. So anyway, overall, pretty awesome movie. Man, okay, so like let's
talk about the guy who plays Loki that's in the movie.
Tom Hiddleston.
That was actually a good role for him.
Yeah,
he did very well.
There were a wealth of good actors in this. Let's talk about him. Go ahead and talk about him. He was cool. He was kind of like an Indiana Jonesy type of character.
Hero. He was the hero.
He was the hero of the film.
And Goodman?
Well, that's
John
what,
Goodman
yeah,
was in it?
I was going to transition to that. Let's talk about John Goodman and how his career has actually been, like, not necessarily his career's been better as he's gotten older, but I believe his demonstration of acting talent has gotten incredibly better.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just not Roseanne's whipping boy anymore. He's actually King Kong's whipping boy. But much ado to John Goodman.
It was good for him here. I mean, he wasn't the main actor, the main focus, or even the main guy. He was just the guy. You know?
He's Roman freaking Reigns.
Hey, he's Roman Reigns in this one. He's the side piece.
He's Roman Reigns, but it's King Kong's yard.
He's more like this movie side chick. That's exactly what he was. He was the movie side chick.
Awesome altogether. Let's see, the other big thing, and here's like my fun fact section, hashtag fun facts. Kong in this movie stood 100 feet tall, and you can't teach that. In comparison to Peter Jackson's 2005 film, where I believe he stood about 25 feet tall. I guess they wanted to go more semi-realistic with it. Back in 1933, from the posters of the film, we know that King Kong stood about 50 foot tall. Although, fun fact, hashtag fun facts, the model for that character in 1933 was only 22 inches. So, things.
Can we also say how different looking King Kong looked in this movie too, compared to like the other ones?
Wait, man, my fun fact, son! The most important fun fact of all relating to height is that even though this one in 2017 is not the tallest King Kong we've ever seen.
What was the tallest one?
The tallest King Kong we've ever seen is when King Kong versed? I don't know. But it was King Kong versus Godzilla. King Kong stood a whopping, a staggering, incredible, even 148 feet tall. Of course, they did this because he had to not be incredibly shorter than the already established height of Godzilla, and never again was he this tall. But 100 feet tall in this movie, just friggin' incredible. And back to you.
I thought also too, like compared to like the other movies, but of course we have advanced so much when it comes to visually of making films nowadays. But
See,
he didn't look that scary. He looked kind of lovable.
In this one?
Yeah, I think this one he looked kind of lovable compared to like the Peter Jackson where he was like
He had like the fangs.
Yeah, he was like
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if they were trying. Maybe they were trying to appease to like the family crowd. Maybe
I don't know. Because if you remember the movie, no spoilers, but Kong isn't necessarily a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of haters, but he's not a bad guy, and I don't think they wanted to portray him as somebody evil. Although he is towering and beastie, and he is powerful. Fun fact. What were we talking about? If you want another fun fact, hashtag fun facts. The Peter Jackson movie, the King Kong from that originally was going to appear in this one as a nod to that film, because apparently the creator of this film didn't really love that film at all. So what he did is he filmed a scene where that King Kong from the Peter Jackson's running through the forest, and then we see our new King Kong pick him up and tear him apart as a big fuck you to Peter Jackson. But eventually the old John C. Reilly scene was subbed in, and it was,
oh yeah, we forgot to mention him. He was good in this too.
The whole John C. Reilly opening was actually pretty beautiful, I thought, and led into a lot of the future parts of the episode. Anything else you have to add there?
I think it's time to do a rating.
Can I do one more fun fact? Please, can I?
One more fun fact.
Fun fact, 'cause this is actually beautiful.
Then we gotta put you on the leash.
Okay. This is actually beautiful to me. Fay Ray in the original 1933 3 King Kong, who played Andero, Kong's kind of like, I don't know, love interest. When she was dying on her deathbed, the movie King Kong coincidentally was actually playing on TV in the emergency room where she had died when she died. Like her most masterful piece of work. I don't know. That's kind of cool.
That was very cool.
But rating.
Very, very cool.
Rating. Personally, I give it 8.5. It's awesome. And dare I spoil? I spoil! This movie may very possibly lead into a future King Kong versus Godzilla, Mothra, and the Hydra. So, that's awesome. So that's 8.5 just for potential awesomeness. Otherwise, it'd probably be about an 8. And audience participation. Please, for the love of God, in the comment section below, give me your dream King Kong versus anybody. King Kong versus Henry Winkler. King Kong versus your mom. Whoever. Best answer wins a secret prize in the future. And your rating, sir. Do you agree?
Yeah.
He agrees.
I always agree when he does his rating, because his rating is pretty much true. I don't agree with the 0.5s, but okay. 8 was cool with me. And I also have to say, I also love that this is like a nice reboot or refresh. Let's not say reboot. Let's say refresh of this type of franchise.
Yeah.
And it's good to see something different that's not a comic book movie, tell you the truth, that makes it more powerful. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to give it to 8.5 to bring it up to this guy's level. And yeah, that's our review.
In the immortal words of Samuel L. Jackson. What did he say? What was the thing he says all the time?
There are snakes on these planes.
There are these. I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. So let's deal with some big ass monkeys.
And we're out.